One moment, I'm just gonna get all the graphics set up and then we'll get underway. One second. Okay, there we go. Welcome everybody back to the formulajonah live stream. We are here for another watch party. This time it is the incredible 24 Hours of Le Mans midnight recap watch party, whatever you want to call it. This is an exciting time as always. We are on, I believe, the second watch party now of 4 during the Le Mans weekend. It's just me. David is joining me, or going to be doing his own stream actually later on during the morning, but it is officially midnight at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in France at the Circuit de la Sarthe. For me, I'm in the USA, so it's still bright and sunny, but for those at Le Mans or in the area, it is completely dark out. The night has set upon the Circuit de la Sarthe. The cars are still racing, and there is a lot that has happened up until this point. However, even though it is midnight, we are still not even halfway done with the 24 Hours of Le Mans. This has been a very, very entertaining race. Over on over on the live feed, there's fireworks going off because it is midnight. But yeah, here we go. Let's talk about everything. So, the 24 Hours of Le Mans. One of the greatest races in the world, the greatest endurance race in my opinion. So far it has been a very, very iconic venue. Currently, Ferrari leads the way as they have done pretty much throughout this entire race. In case you have missed everything, Ferrari has pretty much been dominating. There hasn't been that many incidents, thank goodness. In hypercar, one of the only major things that's happened in terms of like a crash or anything like that was earlier in the day when the number 93 Peugeot 9X8 hypercar went off track. I believe David and I covered it actually right as we were ending our watch party for the start of the race. But yeah, thankfully there's not been any major incidents as of right now, but that could change. Ferrari has looked the fastest across the entire race so far. Porsche is their nearest competitor. The number 6 car is currently in 3rd position after a penalty for the number 50 Ferrari. So it's currently the yellow 83 car. As you can see to the left-hand side of your screen, there's the data. So that's the Privateer AF Corsa car leading away, followed by the 51, the car that won in 2023, and then it's Kevin Estra in the number 6 Porsche. From the very back of the grid, by the way. So as of right now, Porsche look very quick, Ferrari look very quick, Cadillac have dropped back quite a bit, and then you have BMW and Toyota kind of jostling for the 3rd fastest car. It's either Toyota, BMW, or Cadillac. They have kind of the 3rd fastest car in the overall category. In LMP2, VDS Panis Racing lead away with the 48 car. Oh, hold on a second. A little bit of drama. The 83, that's the race leading car, has just gone off track. Wow, that's the yellow 83 Ferrari. I'm watching the race, by the way. I'm glancing off to the side of my screen, that's because I'm watching the live feed. The 83, that's Phil Hansen on board. That was the car that was leading overall, has dropped to 2nd. Thank goodness it's still in the race. I think it went off at the Mulsanne corner. And the 83, I'm going to go replay and see exactly what happened here with the 83. It's locked up, did something that a lot of people have done throughout this race and gone into the gravel trap. Phil Hansen has thankfully saved the car, but the 51 entry, oh wait, Phil Hansen says, yeah, we had huge rear with the full start. What the, okay, so I think something happened in the Mulsanne chicane. He locked up, it seems. Maybe there was some sort of issue with the brakes or something like that. But regardless, the 51 has got ahead. So anyway, while I was in the process of kind of explaining up until this point, Ferrari had a little bit of a dramatic moment. But yeah, continuing on. 46 BMW from Team WRT BMW, as pointed out by a comment actually from Trucker Cowboy. the 46 is leading an LMGT3, as you can see on the live data. Speaking of live data, because we have a little bit of a different setup here, we have 3 live data broadcasts here. We have the complete couple of top positions for the LMP2 and LMGT3 grids now, as well as the entire top 20 entries in hypercar as it stands right now. So that's all down below me. LMP2 is here, LMGT3 here, and hypercar is there. Okay, it's all backwards, so I had to kind of figure out what to do. Anyway, though, 51 Ferrari leads away. VDS Panis Racing Orica is leading in LMP2, and the 46 BMW continues to lead for Team WRT in LMGT3. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that has been a part of this community, especially today. The view numbers have been absolutely incredible. We are currently streaming the entire race over on 2 streams. One of them is the live data, kind of like this, just no, not me talking, not like a watch party where I'm interacting with you all, but it has more data, it has the map, it has more things that you can take a look at. That's going to be going throughout the entire race, something we've never done before, but it's going. And then, of course, we have the watch parties. This is the second of 4 throughout the event. David, my live stream co-host, who joined me for the start of the race, will be returning in the morning at 6 a.m. local time. So in a couple of hours, once the morning kind of sets in. But yeah, while everybody's pretty much sleeping, I'm taking over the wheel of the night shift over at the 24 hours of Le Mans. But yeah, so far, really, really enjoyable race. It's been pretty fantastic. I'm curious to see how it kind of progresses, considering the fact we are about 16 hours still to go. There's 16 hours still to go, just a few hours into the race. That means there's so much action still to happen. This is going to change throughout. If you all, or some of you have been thinking, oh, Ferrari are just going to be dominating. They're going to be dominating until the checkered flag. I think that too every once in a while. I go like, oh, this is going to be a boring race. Ferrari are just going to dominate 1, 2, 3 throughout the entire event. Well, don't be so sure. And this is kind of what I remember from previous Le Mans. Anything can really happen. You know, it's kind of like the 12 hours of Sebring. For those fans that are aware of the 12 hours of Sebring, no matter if you're on the second to last hour of the race, within the final 20 minutes, something's going to change. I think it's inevitable at Sebring. And I can kind of, Le Mans is similar, you know, it really does change here at Le Mans. So even though Ferrari are pretty much dominating out in front, a lot of things can happen. Porsche are in the fight. Toyota are in the fight as well. The number 8 car in particular. The number 7, as pointed out in a comment, it's been a very, very difficult race for the number 7 Toyota. That's the red and white car. That entry right now, I believe, is right behind the Cadillac Hertz Team Jota 38, which I believe, I mean, pit stops are kind of coming and going, so it's hard to tell, but it's in the bottom couple of positions of hypercar. It's not doing well. It's not doing well. It is very surprising to see the number 7 Toyota down the order. The number 8, the black car, is in the top 5 currently, so that's good news for Toyota Gazoo Racing, but it has not been their race. It has not been their race. The last time we didn't have Toyota in the podium positions, I believe, was when they had that heartbreaking moment in 2016. Every other race they've been on the podium, and there's a very real possibility that they won't be. Because Ferrari, Porsche, even BMW are looking faster than the GR010, which is kind of interesting to see. But honestly, I do think that it's going to be a fight between Ferrari and Porsche. Mainly, Ferrari has the pace. It's if Porsche can kind of challenge them, we'll see. Question coming in saying, guys, where is McLaren? If you're referring to the GT3 entries, well, the 95 had an issue earlier on in the race. It stopped out on track, I believe, at the exit of the second chicane on the Mulsanne. The 59 entry is still in this race. I don't exactly know where that is. I think it's below the top 10 at the moment. But yeah, in terms of incidents or dramatic moments, there's been a lot of penalties throughout this race, a lot of like drive-throughs and stuff like that. Notably the number 7 Toyota, the 38 Cadillac, The Alpines have both been getting penalties as well. So that's been kind of interesting. Alpine have kind of been in their own kind of world. We haven't really seen too much of them. Peugeot not doing well. The 94 is on a different strategy. So keep an eye on that car. It is going for a different strategy. And just to confirm, as it was pointed out by John in the comments, the 95 car officially is out of the race. The McLaren, that's the United Autosports entry. And yeah, unfortunate to see that. McLaren will hopefully be able to come back stronger in Brazil, which is the next race, the Interlagos circuit, a track that Formula One fans will be used to. But yeah, McLaren not having a great race. Let's just say that. The 59 is still in the entry. That's the Defeat Meningitis car. And that one is, I don't know exactly where it is, but yeah. In other news from McLaren, they have released their 2027 hypercar, some scans of that. There's been so much news over this weekend, so it's been really difficult to keep an eye on everything. I've been strictly trying to cover the 24 hours of Le Mans, but we have like LMP2 regulations, the extension of LMH and LMDH, ALMS hypercars, McLaren and Ford releasing details of their hypercar, same with Genesis. It's been a very it's been a lot. The 2026 calendar was even revealed as well. So, like I said, a lot going on. So, still a long way to go for the 24 hours of Le Mans. Keep with us throughout this race, throughout this unique adventure that we are on. I'm not trying to end off the stream. I'm continuing this for a long way. But yeah, considering we have over 128 viewers right now, and we're only 14 minutes into the stream, and it's midnight right now, the 24 hours of Le Mans, that just shows your guys' commitment to building a strong community, and it's just, I'm blown away by the support, and I really do thank you all for everything you're doing. So, the number 4 Porsche from Penske has moved into 5th, with the 5 in 6th. Pit stops are still happening. The number 6 Porsche is going longer on strategy. It's all about strategy right now. And yeah, it's been a very interesting race for sure. The Aston Martin Valkyries are still in the race. Good news for Aston Martin fans. Both Valkyries running strong. They are in 19th and 20th, so not the position I'm sure that Aston Martin want to see those cars in, but then again, this was never going to be a competitive race for Aston Martin. This was always going to be a learning game. And interestingly, they are ahead of a car, and that's the number 93 Peugeot, which is still recovering after the issue it had earlier on, which was a super big downside for the Peugeot team. It has really been a horrible race for the 9XE hypercar, unfortunately. The 94 is on that alternate strategy, so thank goodness it's still in contention for a point or two. But still, it has not been a race for Peugeot that they would have wanted. The 51 Ferrari, race leader, is on 9% energy. The 83 on 26, and the number 6 Porsche is on 45. So the Porsche is going long on strategy, that's for sure. The number 5 and number 4 Porsches seem to be on similar strategy. Same thing with the 50 Ferrari. 51 is being called into the pit lane, so that's the race leader. This should be the 83 coming in and taking back the lead of this race. That's that's Philip Hansen on board. I thought it was Yefi, but nope. They've swapped drivers once again. I'm hoping Cadillac get a strong result after their qualifying performance, but it has not been their race, unfortunately. Very similar situation to what happened last year with Cadillac, but I'm hoping that they still have a fast car. I would say they're on par with BMW and maybe even Toyota as the third fastest car on the grid. But yeah, this is very, very interesting from Cadillac. We'll see if they can get a higher result come the race. Again, very long way to go for the 24 hours of Le Mans. And again, we are streaming on 2 different streams. The watch party, of course, which I'm doing right now for the midnight stream. And then we also have the, what's it called? Live data. The live data stream that will be going on throughout the whole race. That'll be great. First time we're doing that, of course. There was something else that was good. Oh, yeah, the retirements of this race. The LMGT3 field, that's been a very, very competitive showing from everybody involved there. I think that... What was I going to say? I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought for sure. on everything. But that's what I was going to say. The number 60 Mercedes. The number 60 Mercedes has unfortunately retired from this race. It has been a very, very unfortunate event for them. The 60 is out. Mercedes has had actually a pretty difficult event as the AF Corsa Ferrari now takes over the lead of this event. So great to see that for sure. But yeah, it's been a difficult event for Mercedes. It's been a difficult event for McLaren, as I mentioned as well. Ford, I did want to mention them. What is it? The 88 car retired from this event, and the 77 is still in this race, but the 88 had a horrific crash, I guess you could say, at the Tete Rouge chicane. That's right before the Mulsanne. And unfortunately, the 88 is just it's just out. It's just out of the race. It's gone. It's no longer in. And yeah, it's just been a very difficult day for Proton competition. The 99 Proton Porsche is still in this race, thank goodness. So we still have that entry in the race. LMP2 is not going well though for Porsche. Or sorry, for Proton. And they just aren't having a good race, unfortunately. All right. So the 51, that's the race leading car, is into the pits. Uh, and yeah, we should be seeing that car coming out, and the 83 will then come in. Same with the 6, and the 51 should retake the lead of this race. I'm gonna get some water real quickly. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna drink some water, and then we'll get going with this once again. Okay, gotta stay hydrated, especially in a 24-hour race as long as the 24 hours of Le Mans. The AF Corsa Ferrari continues to lead. That's the 83 entry, the Privateer. The number 6 Porsche is in second, thank goodness. But now there's still they're still going through the pit stop phases. Team WRT continues to lead in LMGT3. The number 92 Manthey First Form Porsche is in second. Then we have the 21 AF Corsa, that's the Vista AF Corsa Ferrari, completing the top 3. Actually, hold on a second. Just gonna grab my water real quickly and take another sip. Okay, there we go. Oh, dang it. The graphics have changed once again. Sorry, I have to fix that too. So, while I do that, sometimes when I switch between graphics, the app unfortunately doesn't allow me to continue with the specific graphics. I just want to make sure because right now we have LMGT, we have all 3 hypercar ones. Now I'm going to switch it to LMP2. There we go. So we can see all of the cars, or at least the top 5 entries. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Sometimes, like I said, glitches happen. Okay, so back to the action. Still nighttime at the 24 hours of Le Mans. We are 15 hours still to go. Actually, a little over 15 hours, about just behind 16 hours. So a long way to go. We're not even halfway in, guys. Like, this is a long, long way to go in the 24 hours of Le Mans. We have a comment coming in that says, where is the Alpine 36? Well, the 36 car is currently in the top 10. It's in P10. But it has been a pretty difficult race for Alpine in general. The 35 is towards the very back in 18th. So the 35 is not doing well. The 36 has made up some ground, so good news for the trio of Mick Schumacher, Jules Gounon, and Frederick Makovicky. But it has not been the same performance that Alpine have had in the previous two rounds of the WEC. And yeah, it's unfortunate to see Alpine not really up there, but then again, I mean, that's just how it goes, you know. But yeah, so 50 Ferrari is into the pit lane from third, I believe. The 83 AF Corsa Ferrari continues to lead away. For the number 4 Porsche Penske is also in the pit lane. If you see me glancing over to the side of my screen, that's because I'm looking at the live data. And by the way, keep up information on, or keep an eye on where you can watch this race live. This is critical information. I've seen a lot of people on social media across these live streams we've been doing and just across social media asking, how do you watch this race? You know, it can be really confusing. I mean, I wish it was a little bit more straightforward, you know, a little bit more easier to get, but it's just how it goes. Thankfully, the FIA WEC does provide a pretty decent way of watching. It's the FIAWEC.tv app. That place is the best. If I was to recommend the best place to watch the WEC and 24 Hours of Le Mans action, it's that app. It's the official app, of course, of the World Endurance Championship. So they do a really splendid job with it. The problem is that sometimes it can be geo-blocked in certain areas. For example, like in the USA, it's HBO Max. That's where I'm watching. And it's also a subscription based. And I mean, that's just how it goes. A lot of things are nowadays. And also, something else that you guys should also keep in mind is that a lot of the teams are doing onboards as well. I actually just saw a comment come in saying that McLaren is streaming, Ferrari is streaming. Yes, so a lot of teams, a lot of manufacturers are streaming their onboards. I know Aston Martin is doing that, BMW, Toyota, Ferrari. I believe pretty much everybody in hypercar is streaming their onboards except Porsche. And maybe Peugeot and Alpine. Actually, no, Alpine is doing theirs. I believe Peugeot as well. So it might only be Porsche that's not streaming their onboard. And then, of course, the privateer entries as well. But yeah, if you want to like see that onboard of the Valkyrie, then definitely go take a look at that. We have a comment from Ryan Gamer while we watch the action of the 24 Hours of Le Mans, who asks, which brand has a chance of being on the grid in the ALMS in the hypercar class? And do you think Vanwall and Isota have a chance of being in the ALMS? Second answer is yes. I do have a chance. I do think that both of them have a chance of being in ALMS. It depends on if they have the capabilities of doing that. I think that BMW has a chance of being on there with a privateer entry. I think that Genesis has a chance of doing the same. Porsche and Ferrari. Those are the four main marks that I see is Genesis, BMW, Porsche, and Ferrari. Ferrari would be like an entry like the 83 car, the privateer AF Corsa entry. And then the Porsche would be like a Proton competition or like a team running that. BMW has expressed interest in running privateer cars. And then we also have, I mentioned BMW, Porsche, Ferrari, and what was the other one? Oh, Genesis. Genesis is also interested in doing the same. They have expressed interest in just everything above IMSA, WEC, and another factor is the Asian Le Mans series is, you know, Genesis is based in South Korea. So this would be a great way of expressing their brand over on the Asian Le Mans series side of things. So I think that would be really good for Genesis. But another factor as well, I think that people should keep in mind as well, is that this opens the door for brands like Vanwall and Isotta Fraschini to finally have a chance of getting back on the grid. This was a major talking point across the last couple of years of like, how do boutique brands, how do privateer entries get an opportunity? For Isotta Fraschini, I think that they don't really see an interest in going to ALMS, at least from my understanding. I think their focus is strictly on Le Mans if they were to ever return to motorsports. Van Wall, however, I could see them. I can see them doing that. I could see them going over to the Asian Le Mans series and going with a top team. Anyway, back to the action. We have a comment from Noah who asks, "Who's leading? Top three?" So currently the top three is the number 6 Porsche Penske is currently leading overall, followed by the 83 AF Corsa Ferrari. Then comes the number 50 Ferrari, I believe. That's the factory car, the one that won last year. Ferrari and Porsche have kind of made up the top 4 positions. However, the number 6 Porsche hasn't pit yet, so that car is going to kind of go down the order. The 83 Ferrari, I believe, has pit now. But yeah, the 6 has not. So definitely keep an eye on that entry. That's the only one that I see as of right now that can battle with the Ferraris for the win. It's definitely interesting. Inter Europol is currently leading in LMP2 after a switch in positions. The Team WRT BMW continues to lead. Now, for folks that were watching last year at Le Mans in 2024, when we speak about the 46 BMW, if we think about the number 46 car at Le Mans, this car was leading, a very similar situation to what's going on right now. Then during the night, during that rainy condition, it was thrown out of the way of getting a win with a spin for Ahmed Al-Harti at the Dunlop overpass, which really took them out of contention for a win and eventually the race too after some further issues. And so it was unfortunate, but I feel here at Le Mans, they are proving that they are in a similar position, but they've learned from what happened last time. Thankfully, there isn't any changeable weather, right now at least. And so I feel that BMW in a really good position to win this race, the 46 car in particular. That's the car driven by Ahmed Al-Harti, Calvin van der Linde, and of course the 7-time MotoGP champion Valentino Rossi. So we'll see how that goes. They have major competition for this win. Lexus is up there, Ferrari's up there, Porsche's up there, a few other brands as well. You also have the Heart of Racing team that, of course, took pole. They have a chance of getting a big result as well. So we will see how it goes. As of right now at Le Mans, the biggest battle that we're kind of focusing on is the battle for 10th in hypercar between Robin Freins in the number 20 BMW and the 36 Alpine of Frederick Makovicky. These cars are in a fight for the final position in the top 10. We'll see if that happens. BMW have actually been doing pretty well. They don't have the fastest car by no means, but the 15 is in 6th. The 20 is in 10th. They're on different strategies. Right now, they're trying to make it their way through the field. I think BMW's objective, at least right now, is to beat Cadillac and Toyota. Toyota has basically only one car in the fight. The 7 is really out of contention right now. It's down in 16th behind the Proton Porsche and really in a fight with the Wayne Taylor Racing Cadillac. It is not going well for the 7 crew this time round. The 8, however, has a very good possibility of getting a podium. Very good possibility. I predicted them to be on the podium in 2025 for the predictions that we made earlier. And yeah, it's very, very interesting. A comment coming in. Hello guys, I'm building a Le Mans hypercar on my channel, strictly guided by a 40-year-old handwritten manuscript housed in a book. Very innovative and expensive. That is really cool. I want to check that out sometime. That is really neat. If you're building a Le Mans hypercar on your channel, I definitely check that out. So for anybody out there, go check that out. I think that's a really interesting possibility. Jonah, which car is in second place? As of right now, the 83 AF Corsa Ferrari is in second place. Like the name of the brand. Oh yeah, the 83 Ferrari. So Ferrari is in second. That's the Privateer AF Corsa car. Overall, it's Ferrari. But that car has pit. It will inherit the lead once the number 6 Porsche kind of comes into the pits. Hopefully that answered your questions. It's been a very entertaining race though here at Le Mans. I've been very impressed by everything. You know, there's been so much hype around this event. There's been so much excitement, and we're not done. We are far from done. You know, Le Mans is not even halfway done in 2025. And even when Le Mans is over, which will be sad, I know it will be sad. We love Le Mans, but eventually, when it is over, we can look forward to 2026, but we still have so much racing coming after that. The 24 hours of Nürburgring right after, as well as the 6 hours of Watkins Glen and IMSA right after that. We have the 24 hours of Spa, 76 GT cars on the grid for that event. It's going to be an amazing month of racing. Le Mans is only kick-starting the action, so still a long way to go. Officially retired from this race, we have 4 cars, I believe, that have officially retired. The 95 McLaren, the 88 Ford, the number 60 Mercedes, and I believe one of the LMP2 entries, but I didn't see, I saw one of the LMP2s, I think, that was out. But yeah, I know that McLaren has one of their cars out, the 95, and then we have the 60 Mercedes and the 88 Proton Ford, unfortunately, out of this race. 5-second time penalty to the, unfortunately, to the number 22 car. I have to talk about this car too, because this is the defending winner United Autosports entry, and it has been a very difficult event for the 22 entry. It was involved in 2 incidents early on. The 22 was now getting just bad luck throughout the whole race. It has not gone their way. The 22, I believe, is not even in the top 10 of LMP2 right now. Unless, yeah, I don't, unless I'm mistaking something. I believe the 23 is in the top 10 as of recording this. So, we're expecting the number 6 Porsche in this lap. That's the race leading car. As you can see to the left-hand side of your screen, we have the top 20 entries in hypercar. The number 6 Porsche is in first. And then we have the 83 AF Corsa Ferrari in second. The 51 Ferrari is, I believe, in third, followed by the 50. And the number 8 Toyota is now in fifth. BT asks, any streams, boys? If you're referring to like the live feed from the WEC, those can be found, I believe, on the FIA WEC.tv, and it depends really where you're at in the world. Like I said earlier, if you live in the USA, it's on the HBO Max streaming service. Eurosport also has it over in Europe, J Sports 3 in Japan, and etc. So it really depends on where you're at, but the best place to watch it, FIAWEC.tv. We have a comment from Gene Carter. Okay, hold on a second. Gene asks, Jonah, will Glickenhaus return to the 24 hours of Nürburgring? Unfortunately not. They are not coming back this year. I was wondering the same thing a couple of weeks ago. And I reached out to some people, and I kind of did some investigating, and I found that Glickenhaus isn't coming back in 2025. At least they're not supposed to. Which is a big shame. I love that car, the 004C. I think that's SEG 004C. I think that's the name of the car. That's the Glickenhaus's GT car, which is not a FIA homologated GT3. But it's sad that it's not coming back to the Nürburgring this year. Maybe Glickenhaus will come back in 2026, though. They've done this before. I believe the last time they did this was in 2023 when they missed the Nürburgring 24 because they were at Le Mans. This year, I know that they're preparing to get their customer LMH cars to customers. So they're working on that. But I don't think they're involved in motorsport in 2025, which is unfortunate. We love Glickenhaus. And it was sad to see them not present. Into the pits comes the number 6 Porsche Penske Motorsport 963. This is the race leading car. This has to be a quick pit stop for the Porsche team. If they're going to be in the fight for this win, this is very critical. Every pit stop is going to matter. If Porsche are going for their 20th, and if Porsche are going for the exclusive trophy of achieving the triple crown of motorsport in endurance racing, all in one season, then this has got to be it. They won at Daytona. They won at Sebring. Now all they have to do is win Le Mans. They've done it before. Porsche is the most successful brand at Le Mans since winning in 1970. They have won here a total of 19 times, with their last win to date coming in 2017 with the Porsche 919 Hybrid. The 963 was competitive in the last the last two events at Le Mans. Now, for their third attempt, Porsche are officially in the fight for the win. And yeah, I'm hoping that they can be in the fight for the win to come the end of the race. They were in the fight for the win at the very early stages. Julian Anlauer took the lead in the number 5 car. It's going to be a fight, I think, between Ferrari and Porsche. Right now, Ferrari leads with Phil Hansen in the 83 AF Corsa car after the number 6 came into the pit lane. That's Kevin Estre on board. But still a long way to go, and the gaps are so close in hypercar. It is still so just genuinely close between all the entries. The 83 car leads, followed by the 51 Ferrari. That's the factory entry, the one that took the victory in 2023. That's in second, followed by the number 6 Porsche from Penske. That's the Porsche Penske Motorsport car. That's the top 3. Then we have the number 50 Ferrari from AF Corsa in 4th. The number 8 Toyota from Toyota Gazoo Racing in 5th. Then we have the number 4 Porsche Penske. Nick Tandy is on board at the time in 6th. Jack Aiken is the first of the Cadillacs. That's the number 311 Whelen Engineering Action Express Racing V Series R. Then comes the 2 BMWs, Robin Freins ahead of Dries Vanthoor. So the 20 and the 15. The number 20 actually might get ahead of Jack Aiken's Cadillac. They are within, the BMW is within 0.5 of a second. And actually he's made the move. So Robin Freins is now into 7th. I believe, wait, hold on, has he made the move? There was a little bit of a glitch on the WEC live data. No, he has not made the move quite yet. Okay. And then finally, completing the top 5, Mathieu Jaminet in the number 5 Porsche Penske Motorsport entry. Right now, Porsche have all 3 of their factory cars in the top 5. So, in the top 10. But that's most likely going to change with how competitive this grid is in hypercar. So we'll see how it goes. LMP2 continues to be led by Hannes Racing after the pit stops. They are back in the lead. Team WRT continues to lead in BMW. So still a long, long way to go. Jonah, your thoughts about McLaren's hypercar? And it's pronounced Jonah. Sorry, my bad. I read that totally differently. Thank you for the correction. McLaren's hypercar. Yes, very excited for that entry. They are coming in 2027 with that one. And I think that it's very exciting to see that McLaren are finally back. They're back in the top class at Le Mans, I believe, for the first time since, I think, 1997, I want to say. I don't know exactly, but they're going for their second win in 2027. First, of course, coming in 1995 with the iconic McLaren F1 GTR. So great to see McLaren back. I'm really excited to see what they have in store. They've just announced that Dallara will be the chassis supplier, so that's really good news. They've also confirmed that United Autosports, the team that runs the McLarens and GT, and the LMP2 team will return to pilot the factory McLarens. This was pretty much inevitable. You know, Zach Brown is a part of that. United Autosports and McLaren have always kind of linked up together. And I think that United and McLaren just makes sense. I believe the team will be known as McLaren United AS, I want to say. I think it's AS. And so it's McLaren United AS Hypercar team. I believe that's the official name for the team. They just launched McLaren's endurance racing social medias and all that sort of thing as well. So that's good news for McLaren. Genesis Magma Racing is preparing for 2026. Ford has also confirmed some details about their car ahead of Le Mans. Orica is now the chassis supplier for the Ford LMDH coming in 2027 as well as the McLaren. And there are a few rumors still going around the paddock that Mercedes is looking to join the hypercar ranks as well. They've just joined GT3. They're one of the main manufacturers that's a part of the WEC that's not really in hypercar. I believe they and I want to think. I think they're the only one out of any of. I'm just thinking of all the GT entries. Mercedes is the only manufacturer that is not affiliated in some way with the hypercar program. Because the only other manufacturer that's, I believe, in GT that's not in hypercar is Chevrolet and Lexus, but Chevrolet is with Cadillac and Lexus is Toyota. So, yeah, Mercedes is the only one. In the future, we've heard some rumors as well that Mazda is looking for a comeback as well. That's really big news. I would love to see that as a true Mazda fan. I've heard that they're interested in the LMDH regulations, even though they decided against it in, I believe it was 2021 at the time, when the LMDH regulations were pretty much revealed and Mazda pulled out of DPI in IMSA. So yeah, it's interesting to see how things go. There's still a few more manufacturers that are kind of looking into a program. And then we still have like returns that could be a possibility as well. Lamborghini could potentially return to the WEC as soon as 2026 when they bring the Temerario GT3, which is their brand new car to replace the Huracan. So we could see the SC63 back at Le Mans. I would love to see it, of course. Then you have the smaller boutique brands. Glickenhaus, totally out of program, unfortunately. Vanwall and Isotta Fraschini, right now, possibility of return. Isotta Fraschini, haven't heard a lot of them from them in terms of their motorsport program. Unfortunately, it looks to be maybe even over. I hate to say it, but it's possible. I'd love to see them back. But right now, of the boutique brands, Vanwall is like the most active on returning to the hypercar class, or at least to hypercar racing. But then again, they seem to be kind of not really there either. So I don't know if there's any brand that's going to return to the WEC in hypercar, it's Lamborghini of anybody. So yeah, that's where it stands right now. Back to the action, we have a pit stop for the number 93 Peugeot 9X8 hypercar, or sorry, number 94 car. That entry is going to exit the pits, I believe, in 16th position, ahead of the number 35 Alpine, actually splitting the two Alpines with 36 just ahead. The 009 Aston Martin is in 18th. The 101 Cadillac from Wayne Taylor Racing splits the two Valkyries. That car, I believe, came into the pit lane recently, though, so that's why. But up at the front, the yellow AF Corsa Ferrari continues to lead, very reminiscent to what happened last year. The 83 car was out in front in the hypercar class until the drama later on with the penalty for Robert Kubica after the Dries Vanthoor incident. And just 83 getting some more issues later in the morning. It got an electronic issue, which forced it out of the race. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why the 83 wasn't in there, but it has a really good chance of winning Le Mans. In fact, I believe the 83 has the best chance to win Le Mans. And it's kind of funny, if Ferrari win Le Mans for the 12th time, and here in 2025, if they win it with the 83, that will mean that every single Ferrari win in the hypercar era in the Le Mans has been with a different car. The 50 in 2024 most recently, the 51 in 2023, and if the 83 wins here in 2025, it will be the 83. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. Enzo says Ferrari is doing very well, question mark. Yes, Ferrari is doing very well in hypercar and in LMGT3 as well. Ferrari leads 1-2-4. The only car that's within a chance of beating Ferrari is, or at least right now, is the number 6 Porsche. But we still have a long way to go. We are just a few hours in and 15 hours still to go in the 24 hours of Le Mans. Like I mentioned earlier, we are not even halfway done. This is just incredible to see how this is kind of gone, But yeah, we will continue on. John says Kubica is always unlucky at Le Mans. I can still remember LMP2. He could have won if it wasn't for the electronic gremlins. Yes. Oh my goodness. I remember that too. I believe it was the Prima, or Prema, whichever way you want to say it. The Prema LMP2 car that he was in. It was like one of the final laps of the race, and they were leading, and the car had those electronic issues, and it lost the win. Thankfully, the 31 at the time, it was Team WRT. I think it was Team WRT. That was the Kubica's car. Um, that entry, the sister car did end up winning the race, but just so much bad luck for Kubica. In fact, the Polish racer has never won Le Mans in any class, if I'm not mistaken. He's recently only joined the grid. Of course, we know him from Formula One. Kubica is mainly over there. After his horrible crash, he made a comeback to Formula One in 2019 with Williams. And he's recently taken up the opportunity to do endurance racing. Now he is leading overall at Le Mans. Of course, he's not driving, but it's his car, the 83 Ferrari. So this is Kubica's best chance to win Le Mans, is with Ferrari and with this 83 entry. We'll see if he's able to do it. It's going to be interesting. Got to keep hydrated. It's a 24-hour long race. It's been a very long night. Woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning to get the starting grid live stream out, but hey, it was all worth it. I'm really happy with how it all went. Thank you all so much for the support as well. I mentioned this earlier, but 247 live viewers right now and counting in the middle of the night for Le Mans is just very, very impressive. So just wonderful to see. Um, right now, I'm very curious to see how the number six Porsche Penske Motorsports strategy kind of goes out. We haven't had a safety car yet. It is very interesting to see how that goes. And speaking of the number six, it has 77 energy left, where the Ferraris have much lower. So the number six is on a different strategy. This could really benefit them. But the grid is kind of spread out. The closest battle is for fourth between the number four Porsche Penske and the number 311 Whelen Cadillac. Jack Aitken, I believe, is on board the 311. He's chasing down the number four Porsche in sixth position right now. But yeah, we haven't had a safety car yet. I believe. Are we? Yeah, we haven't had a safety car. I was gonna say the 88 was a safety car, but I believe that was just a slow zone. Um, and yeah, it's been we haven't had too many major incidents compared to 2024 or 2023 or events in the past. It's been a pretty clean race so far, I gotta say. I mean, hopefully I'm not jinxing it. We're gonna see some crazy incident, but I mean, I think it would be cool if we got some sort of mix up in the order. I would like to see BMW up there fighting for the win. I'd love to see Cadillac as well. It'd be cool to see Toyota get into the fight with the number 8 as well and bring Porsche and Ferrari into this fight for the win. As of right now, Ferrari are dominating, but again, as I said earlier, do not instantly think that Ferrari's just going to dominate this whole race and for the next 15 hours and just win 1-2-3 or 1-2 or whatever. Ferrari, while they're leading and while they have the best chance of winning this race, there is still so much drama to come, and we still don't know what to expect. There is a change in position for the lead overall, actually, as we are talking about Ferrari. The 51 is now leading this race overall. The 83 has moved down to second. I don't know if that was a position on track or the 83 has come into the pit lane. I'm trying to keep an eye on things, but I haven't really seen any live kind of breakdown of what's going on. So we'll definitely see. Hmm. Multi-class racing still proving very, very impactful as well. Interestingly enough, the number 8 Toyota, Sebastian Buemi, is chasing after the number 50 Ferrari for fourth. Interesting. So the Toyota is starting to get into the fight for potentially a podium here. This is going to be very, very interesting to see how this kind of progresses. If the 8 can get ahead of the 50, if the Toyota can get ahead of the Ferrari, this could put Buemi and the 8 car in a really good shot to win this race if anything happens. So, ooh, I don't know. This could be really interesting. I could see this being just a factor. Whoa. Okay, hold on a second. The number 6 Porsche is coming into the pit lane. That car had a lot of energy. Why is it in the pits? Hold up a second. What is going on with the number 6 Porsche? Did it have a penalty? Is there any P6 update? If you're referring to P6 in the hypercar order, I believe that's taken by the number 4 Porsche Penske. That car is still in 6th, ahead of the Whelen Engineering car. Pause that thought though. What? So the number 6 is in for a tire change. Interesting. Why is the number Why is the number 6 in the pits? That's unless I read the energy wrong or the WEC got it wrong on the energy. It said 77% last time I checked, and the Porsche Penske has just come into the pit lane. So why has Porsche done that? They've come out in fifth position, right ahead of their sister car, the number 4 car. Whoa, Cadillac almost hit the Porsche. Speaking of the number 4, there's actually a very close battle between Jack Aiken and the number 4 Porsche, which is right ahead. I believe that's Nick Tandy on board, and we know that Nick can drive a car around Le Mans. Of course, he's won this event before in 2015, driving the third Porsche. Into the pits comes the number 311 Whelen Engineering Action Express Cadillac. That's the red car. The red V Series R. So Jack Aiken is bringing the Cadillac down pit lane. The number 8 Toyota is also going to come in. And the number 6 Porsche has pit for 98% energy. This is fascinating. What happened with the number 6 Porsche? Because, again, like last time I checked, they were pretty good on energy. Did they come in for this has to be a strategy call from Porsche Penske Motorsport. This has to be something they're seeing, and they're going like, okay, we can take advantage of this particular moment, and we can do this that helps us in order to do this. Like that's how I kind of see it right now. Over in LMGT3, the number 92 Manti Pure. Sorry, I keep saying Manti Pure Racing because that was the old car. The number 92 Manti First Form Porsche, that's that blue entry, is currently leading this race ahead of the 46 BMW. You can see that highlighted blue 911 at the very front of the LMGT3 field. We have a comment coming in. It says, great job, Formula Jonah. I'm listening to your race commentary and watching on board of the 51 Ferrari. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for coming in. And keep watching that 51. It's going to be an entry to watch out for throughout this race. I mean, it's won before, so I would place some bet on the 51 having a good chance of winning this race again. So, like I said, Porsche continued to lead in LMGT3. Ferrari lead in hypercar with the 51 entry, that entry that we were just talking about on board. And the VDS Panis Racing car continues to lead in LMP2. Those are your leaders in the LMP2 category. Those are your leaders across the 3 categories at the 24 hours of Le Mans. Speaking of LMGT3, the Lexus cars are in 3rd and 4th, looking pretty strong. However, they do need to pit. They are on pretty low energy. Vista AF Corsa's 21 Ferrari is chasing down the 78 Lexus. It has much more energy, so even if it doesn't get past the Lexus, it will still get ahead because of the pit stops. So a lot to keep an eye on. Whoa, what just happened to the 99 Proton Porsche? There was smoke on the front left tire. Was that just the wheel gun smoking off? Looked like it did. I don't know what happened with the 99. This is an entry that I think gets overlooked as well. This is the 4th Porsche 963. That's the white and green 963. Yeah, so the 99 up there. We have a comment coming in. This is we have a very interesting comment. What is the difference between LMP2 and the hypercars? Very great question. Love this question, and I'm happy to answer. Well, the hypercars are faster. Simply put it, they are faster than the LMP2 cars. The LMP2 cars are basically a spec series. So they are all pretty much one class, one type of car, pretty much all equal in terms of the car. The teams basically make the difference. Same engine, all that sort of thing. Hypercar is all individual. They're all individual. So you have Porsche, Ferrari, Toyota, all different types of cars. The hypercars are LMH and LMDH, which stands for Le Mans Hypercar and Le Mans Daytona H. The Le Mans hypercars are the entries from Ferrari, Toyota, Peugeot, and Aston Martin. The LMDH cars, those are from Porsche, Cadillac, BMW, and Alpine. So 4 of each. The hypercar class allows 2 different kinds of different regulations. That's LMH, LMDH, LMP2 is just one, LMGT3 is just one as well. That's the GT3 regulations. If you need a breakdown of the differences and just all the categories for Le Mans, check out my recent video. It's titled, I think it's called Le Mans Classes Explained in 2025. You can see it if you go down. It has a picture of a BMW and the all three categories. It's a very in-depth breakdown of all the categories for the 24 hours of Le Mans this year. So Ferrari lead 1-2-3 once again, but that's just about to change in a little bit. They all have to pit. The 51 leads from the 83, leads from the 50. The number 4 Porsche and the number 6 complete the top 5. Then we have the number 15 BMW with the number 8 Toyota in 7th. The number 5 Porsche is in 8th, followed by the 12 Cadillac. And the number 20 Team WRT BMW completes the top 10 as of right now. So we had a comment come in from Diego, who says, "I missed the last minutes. Why did the number 6 Porsche did another pit so early?" That's what I'm trying to figure out too. I'm trying to figure out why the number 6 Porsche came into the pits earlier than expected. It had energy left. Last time I checked, it was 77 energy left. It came in. I did see the car pit with new tires, so Porsche definitely changed the tires on the number 6 car. They've been going for the mediums. So Porsche has been going for the medium tires. Ferrari and Toyota have started to switch towards the soft tires, so there's been some differences there. We also had another comment coming in earlier saying from Accent, I wanted to ask, what is Cadillac's plan in the race so far? Any guesses? Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure this out too. This is something I'm trying to understand. Cadillac, it seems that they also are going for the soft tires as well. Of course, there are 3 different teams here. That's Hertz Team Jota with those gold Cadillac entries, Whelen Engineering Action Express with that red car, and then we have Wayne Taylor Racing, brand new to Le Mans, there with that blue and white Mobil 1 livery to V Series R. So 3 different teams, 3 different plans, 3 different strategies. Actually 4 different strategies because the 38 and 12 are both part of one team. So there's 4 Cadillacs on the grid. But yeah, the 12 and the 38 are going longer on their strategies. I think they're trying to catch up and beat Toyota and BMW. I think that's the plan as of right now. The most peculiar thing in the field at Le Mans as we continue into the nighttime hours is this strange pit stop from the number 6 Porsche. If anybody has any idea of why the number 6 car came in so early, please let me know. I'm interested. Can Porsche be saving the softs for the morning? It's possible, very possible that Porsche could be doing that. It's also possible that Penske see that the soft tires are not the way to go and the mediums suit the 963s better. It's very possible. Oh, interesting. Thank you for letting me know. Wes says formulajonah, number 6 Porsche might have had a puncture potentially. Interesting. If that's the case, that's bad news for Porsche Penske Motorsport. Oh man. That just legitimately helps Ferrari with a better result. I hope that didn't affect the number 6 car's race a ton because it was on a very good position to finish in a top 3. Still a long way to go, viewers. We're still 15 hours to go. Just a few hours into this race. We're not even halfway done. In 3 hours' time, that's the distance of the Monterey Sports Car Championship race at Laguna Seca. In 3 hours' time, we will be halfway done with the 24 hours of Le Mans. That's how long this endurance race is, and that's how much we have left of this incredible race. Ferrari, while they sit 1, 2, 3, I wouldn't count them. I wouldn't count on them finishing 1, 2, 3 in that exact same order. There's gonna be something that changes throughout this race. One of the commentators, I think it was Martin Haven, I believe, he said that when I go on to my next stint, I know that the grid will look different in hypercar with Ferrari not so dominant. So that's very big confidence from a commentator that is he's a main commentator of the WEC, someone I trust a lot on information, and I think that he's 100% right. It's going to be changing the grid. There's going to be some changes. So, second place car into the pit lane, the number 51 Ferrari AF Corsa 499P. That's the 51, has pit from second place in this race. It will drop behind the number 50 car and should come out in third, theoretically. They are doing a driver swap, so who was that got out? I believe it was James Collado. James Collado got out, and I believe Antonio Giovinazzi is stepping in to the number 51 Ferrari. So, former F1 driver for Sauber Alfa Romeo, Giovinazzi, a former winner of Le Mans, taking over for Collado in the 51, and that's a driver swap for Ferrari. So the 51 is dropped to third. Question is, will it drop below the Porsche? I don't believe so. It's changing tires as well. What tires are those? I believe that's the medium. Yep, that's another set of mediums on the rear. They're changing all of them to medium tires. Yep, okay, so the entire full service pit stop for Ferrari. That's basically what we had: energy, fuel, all that sort of thing. Pit stop for a driver change, Collado out, Giovinazzi in, and tire swap mediums for another set of mediums. So very interesting from 51. That car will drop actually below the number 6 Porsche. So that's because it did the full service stop. The number 6 will take over third position so far, and it will likely take over second as well once the 50 car comes into the pit lane as well. Unless, I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be really interesting. Meanwhile, battle for 15th, Porsche versus Toyota. It's the number 99 Proton that is currently ahead of, I believe, Nicholas Pino. Pino is just ahead of the number 7 Toyota of team boss Kamui Kobayashi. Kobayashi is a former winner of Le Mans, of course, having won in 2021, and now he's trying to go ahead of not Nicholas Pino, Nicholas Varoni. Sorry, the other Nicholas on the grid in the Proton 99. Kobayashi looking for the outside line, doesn't go for it. He sticks right behind, very smart, and just shows the experience of the Japanese racer. The Toyota, with that beautiful GT1 TS020 livery, is just biding the time right. Kamui Kobayashi, using his experience right, did not win everything on one corner. He's looking to go for the move, though, and I believe the Toyota has swapped positions. No, but now he has. The number 7 is going to dive it down the inside of the Mulsanne corner. The 99 Proton is going to go side by side, but I believe Kobayashi will get ahead in the number 7 Toyota. So a swap for what is P15, which is, again, not where we're used to seeing the Toyota GR010, at least the number 7 car, that is. So the 7 has got ahead of the 99 Proton car into 15th. Ahead next is the number 94 Peugeot 9X8 hypercar. But yeah, really good stop from, really good position and really good overtake from Kamui Kobayashi. And again, shows his wealth of experience at Le Mans, picking and choosing where to overtake and not really forcing the move, at least at the chicane. So VDS Panis Racing lead the way in LMP2, still at the front. AO Racing have completed one of their stops. That's the AO Spike entry, the fan favorite car on the grid. No position changes as of right now in hypercar. We're awaiting the pit stops of the 2 leading Ferraris. What this is likely going to do is put the 83 still in first, and the 50 will likely drop below the number 6, unless there's some sort of issue or very, very long stop or whatever. Ferrari should still hold the lead, but Porsche should be in second. We'll see how that goes. Got a question from Wes who asks, where is Rexy? Well, Rexy isn't here. Rexy, however, is sightseeing in Paris according to AO Racing, but Rexy, the car, the Porsche, isn't here, unfortunately. I would love Rexy to make him come back. Last time he was here was in 2023. But yes, he is not here on track as of right now. They didn't receive an invite, AO Racing, in the GTD Pro class. Meanwhile, pit stop for the number 50 Ferrari. So finally, the number 50 car comes into the pit lane. It's going to drop into third. Whoa, wait, hold on a second. Either this is a glitch, or what happened to the 51 Ferrari? Oh, it's in the pits again. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, what? How did the... So the 51 Ferrari is in the pits. Why is that the... It just pit. Was there another puncture? So the 51 has come in. The number 4 Porsche is now in third. So it's 83 Ferrari in first, 6 Porsche in second. The second Porsche Penske, the number 4 car, is now in third, followed by the 15 BMW. And hold on a second. I'm all over the place. The 51 Ferraris come into the pit lane for a second time. It's exited the pits in 7th. The 50 Ferrari is in 6th, but I have no idea what's happened to the 51 car. Number 5 Porsche is now into the pit lane. So, let's see. Why did the 51... If anybody knows... Oh, no! We have a comment coming in saying that Giovinazzi might have an engine failure. Please don't tell me that's the case. We don't want that for the Ferrari. We have another comment coming in saying, where is the number 32? I don't believe there's a number 32 on the grid. If you can, please let me know which entry you're talking about. The number 32, I don't believe there's a number 32 on the grid. I think there might be an issue with the 51 Ferrari here. Oh dear. Okay, so something happened to the 51 Ferrari. Let me look at... Sometimes social media has updates, so I want to keep a close eye on like on Twitter and stuff like that. Make sure... This is problematic. I told you Ferrari might not finish in the first, second, and third. There's still a long way to go, and already we have some drama. 51 Ferrari might have some issues. What is going on right now? Nothing on social media as to what's going on with the 51 Ferrari. Right now it is still in the top 7. It might have had some sort of small issue. This is what I call Le Mans. You know, this is why Le Mans is exciting, because things like this happen. So many unexpected moments, and I love to see that it's happening while we're streaming as well. Porsche lead Le Mans once again. The 6 car is now in the lead. The 83 Ferrari is now in second, but that's because the car pit. The 6 is on a different strategy. So Porsche lead Le Mans overall in both LMGT3 and hypercar, actually. It's Porsche 1-3 in hypercar. The 6, actually, no, the number 15. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry. It said the number 15 BMW got into third, but no, it's the number 4 that has stayed ahead. So Porsche 1-3. Oh, but now the 15... I don't know what's going on with the graphic. It says that the number 15 BMW keeps getting ahead, but it has not yet got ahead. So, yeah, so the number 4 Porsche is... Oh, okay, that's why the 15's gone in. I'm sorry if this sounds confusing. So, let me reiterate. The number 4 Porsche went into the pit lane. That's why the positions were going up and down, because it kept going ahead. Then the BMW would go ahead. It was a kind of a situation. So the number 4 has come in. It will likely come out in, I believe, 7th, maybe 8th or 9th. What number is Team WRT? Oh, okay. So Team WRT has 2 cars, the 31 and the 46 in LMGT3. I think... If you're referring to the 32 car, that there might have been some confusion, because earlier in the season, there was Team WRT had a mistake where it was the 31 and the 32. So the 46 is actually the 32. This was super confusing to me. I made a graphic with the number 32. This cost me like an extra hour of work when they changed it and realized it was a mistake. But yeah, the number 32 is actually the 46. Hopefully that doesn't, it's not too confusing. So the number 4 Porsche has exited in 8th position, so not in 7th as I predicted. The number 12 Hertz Team Jota Cadillac, that's the car that started overall on pole, has moved into 7th ahead of the Porsche, so good news for the number 12 Cadillac team. Curious to find out what happened with the 51 Ferrari, if it still has an issue or if it was just a one-time thing, maybe a mistake or something like that. I keep checking social media just to see if there's any updates. Usually we get the first couple of updates over on Instagram and Twitter. So let's see if there's anything. As of right now, nothing on the Ferrari. We'll see though. This is going to be a really interesting couple of hours here, especially right now, especially with the this stint that we are on with the 24 hours of Le Mans. We have 14 hours, 48 minutes, and 25 seconds to go as of recording this for the 24 hours of Le Mans in 2025. This is the 93rd edition of this incredible French endurance race. Still many cars in this event. A few have retired in LMGT3, including the number 88 Proton Competition Ford, which I predicted to win this race in LMGT3, so my prediction did not end up well for sure. So, it seems the number 6 Porsche is continuing to lead this race, followed by the number 83 Ferrari in second. Then comes the number 15 BMW from Team WRT. So BMW is now in the top 3 positions, but that car will come into the pit lane any second. We will see a little P signal right next to the name of the BMW where it shows that car is into the pits because it is super low on energy. It needs a stop. So watch out for the BMW coming through, and the number 8 Toyota should take over third until that car comes into the pits as well. In LMGT3, the top 10 are this. Team WRT BMW is in first, followed by the 21 Vista AF Corsa Ferrari. The number 92 First Form Manthey Porsche is in third, with the 2 Lexus entries from Akotis ASP completing the top 5. The 27 Heart of Racing Aston Martin is in sixth, but hot on the tail of the Vantage is Celia Martin in the number 85 Iron Dames Porsche, which is having a really good race. The second Team WRT BMW is in 8th position. That's the number 31 Bend-sponsored entry, with the 81 TF Sport Corvette in 9th, with the number 57 Kessel Racing Ferrari in 10th. That's the second of the 296 entries that's in the top 10. There are 5 Ferraris on the grid this year in LMGT3. There are 3 AF Corsa cars, the 21, the 54, and the 150. Then there is also 2 extra Ferrari cars, the Kessel Racing 57 from ELMS and ALMS, I believe. And then we have the 193 Zigo Sport Tempesta Ferrari. This car came over from the GT World Challenge Europe Series as it got an invite there. So great news for Ferrari and for Zigo Sport Tempesta. They've had a pretty good Le Mans, I gotta say. They were really impressive in qualifying. They had the fastest car of any of the Ferraris up there, so that was great to see. Meanwhile, the number 15 BMW, as expected, comes into the pits. It's going to exit, I believe, in 8th, just behind the Porsche and ahead of its team car, the number 20. Actually, no, it's going to go behind the number 20, and it's going to exit in P9. So the 20 is going to get ahead of the 15. So Porsche, Penske Motorsport continue to lead the 24 hours of Le Mans overall. Seems as though there was a bit of drama for Ferrari in the 51 camp, but it seems that everything's a-okay as of time being. But the 51 has dropped down the order. It is still in P5 at the moment, so it's currently the number 6 Porsche, the number 83 Ferrari, the number 8 Toyota, the number 50 and 51 Ferraris then follow to complete the top 5 in hypercar. We have a question coming in saying, what happened to the Jota Cadillacs? It just hasn't gone their way. Strategy hasn't gone their way. Pace hasn't gone their way. They're still in the fight. They still have a competitive car, but they are not in the fight for the win as of right now. We have another comment coming in saying, where can I watch it? Well, you can go to FIAWEC.tv. Go to that to watch the official World Endurance Championship broadcast. It depends really where you are in the world. Places, for example, in Japan, it's on J Sports 3. Eurosport has it over in the majority of Europe. Here in America, where I'm at, in the USA, it's on the HBO Max streaming service. That's where I'm watching. I believe it's also on Motor Trend as well. A lot of these places, though, require a subscription, and I know that a lot of people have been asking, where can I watch this race for free? You know, when I was just a fan, not thinking about any of these content sort of thing, I was asking the same questions. Where can I just watch this race for free? You know, I just want to watch the 24 hours of Le Mans and enjoy the action. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing these live streams, is to connect with all of you, because I know that a lot of you aren't able to watch this stream. And for me, before I was making YouTube content, I would have liked to watch something like this, because I think it's useful for everybody, and I think it's just fun. Later on today, we will also have more live streams. Once the night continues and once we get back to daytime hours on Sunday, we will have another live stream right in the morning. I will not be there. Taking over will be my live stream co-host, David. He's going to do a morning report and talk about what's going on during the 24 hours of Le Mans in the morning. Then afterwards, myself, I will be returning, and David and I will be going for the 24 hours of Le Mans race report, instant reaction to what happened to the 24 hours of Le Mans. We're going to watch the podium, and then we're going to instantly get on here and talk about what happened. That means there's probably going to be a few mistakes and stuff like that, but that's because we're literally just right after. Afterwards, I still have a very busy week because I'm trying my hardest. I'm working pretty much every single day and night to get out content from Le Mans and prepare for the next two endurance races that are coming up this coming weekend after Le Mans. The 24 hours of Nürburgring and the 6 hours of Watkins Glen will be streaming for both events on the 21st and 22nd. Definitely keep an eye on those. But right now, we are focusing on Le Mans. Number 6 Porsche continues to lead with 42% energy. The number 83 Ferrari is behind in second. It's got 80% energy. So a different strategy there from both Porsche, Ferrari, and Toyota, with the 8 in third with 49% energy as well. So yeah, very, very interesting for sure. We have a comment coming from Teo. Oh yeah, I forgot to appreciate your comment on my vid, Formula Jonah. Oh yes, I did comment on one of your videos. Thank you so much. It was very good, very good. More endurance racing is the better. You know, when we get more endurance racing content out there, I love to see it. You know, it's wonderful. So appreciate it. Do you know if Team Magma Racing is there? Yes, they actually are. Genesis Magma Racing? Yes, they actually are. They are not here with the Genesis GMR 001, though. They are in preparation for their 2026 debut in the World Endurance Championship, but they are here in LMP2 with EDX Sport, with two entries, the 18 and the 28 Orica 07s. One of the cars is piloted by three-time overall Le Mans winner Andre Lauderer, who used to drive in the hypercar class and LMP1. So, of course, EDX Sport, they're looking to get a big result here at Le Mans. I believe this would be their first win if they won this race. But as of right now, they aren't in a position to win. We also have another comment coming in saying, what about Kubica? Kubica is in this race in the 83 Ferrari car. I believe he is in second right now. He's on board the 83 car. He's 29 seconds to the number 6 Porsche. That's the gap between the number 6 Porsche and the number 83 Ferrari. The Porsche is on a different strategy, so it's inevitable that the yellow 83 car with the Polish racer on board will take back the lead of Le Mans. But then again, right now, it is a battle between Ferrari and Porsche. Ooh, hold on a second. What happened to the Whelen Cadillac? Bad news for the Whelen Cadillac, the red car. That's down in 20th. It's in a pit. It's in the pits. Oh dear. It was up in the top 10. That car's now last in the hypercar field. Actually, no, it's 20th, so second to last, but it's in the pits. Does anybody know what happened to the 311 Whelen Cadillac? Am I just reading it wrong? They're just doing an ordinary pits. Right now, it looks like the Whelens got an issue or something like that. But this is not good for Cadillac. Oh, it does Jack Aiken. We have a comment coming in saying Jack Aiken in the pits for a puncture as well, or is Jack Aiken? Um, I don't know if Jack Aiken is in for that as well. We'll see. Also, meanwhile, while all that's going on, we have a battle for what is P6 at the moment in the overall standings between Porsche and BMW, two German marques. The number 4 car is right ahead of Robin Freins, Formula E driver, in the number 20 BMW M Team WRT M Hybrid V8. So we'll see if there's going to be anything. So something happened with the 311 Cadillac. I believe that's the case because this is a very long stop. If so, something happened. They're not televising it on screen. This is bad news for Whelen. After not being able to finish Le Mans last year, they needed a good result. But if this is the case, and this could be a massive issue for the Whelen car, this could be another retirement, and that would be really, really sad. This would be our first retirement of hypercar, but I don't really know what's going on with the Whelen car, so I don't really know how this is progressing. They haven't gone a lap down as of right now, thank goodness, but this is not planned. Also, thank you all so much for the support throughout this particular live stream. Almost 300 live viewers and counting. Just wonderful. I'm so thankful. I'm hoping that we get some updates on the Cadillac, the Whelen car. It is now it's now one lap down, I believe, actually, from the number 6 Porsche. We have a comment coming in saying, I have to ask you, so far, are you happy with the results? Is this where you expected teams and cars to end up across the group so far? I wouldn't say I'm like 100% happy because I mean, this is a very competitive field. I would have liked to see Cadillac further up the field and fighting for the win. So right now, this is a decent result. I'm pretty satisfied with this. Ferrari's dominance has been a little bit nerve-wracking because I would have hoped for more battle, a bigger battle between other makes like Porsche, BMW, Toyota, Cadillac, etc. LMP2 is very close, as it always is. LMGT3, and this has been a pretty competitive race in the LMGT3 standings as well, so great to see for sure. Okay, so still the best battle right now is between Nick Tandy and Robin Freins, number 4 Porsche versus number 20 BMW in the hypercar field. That is our closest battle in the hypercar standings. LMGT3 continues to be led by Team WRT and their number 46 BMW. Oh, and we have confirmation from one of somebody in the comments here has mentioned pedal box issues with the Cadillac car. That's not good news for the 311. Okay, interesting. This is thank you so much, everybody, for relaying this information. We have another comment saying that the 51 Ferrari was for a puncture. So this is interesting that both the 51 and the 6 Porsche and a few other cars have encountered issues with punctures. I wonder if there is some sort of issue out on track. Okay, so bad news for the 311 car. It is officially in the garage. It's been confirmed by a lot of people in the comments here. It's also been confirmed out on social media as well. I've been kind of keeping an eye. I'm hoping they get this car back into the pits, but back into the race, I'm sorry. But right now it is not looking good for the 311. Into the pits, meanwhile, comes the number 20 BMW from M Team WRT. That's the second Team WRT entry. It was on 1% energy, so it had to come into the pit lane. It was inevitable. This car will likely drop to P11. We're also expecting the 007 Aston Martin to come into the pit lane this lap as well. Same goes most likely for the 94 Peugeot and maybe even the 35 Alpine. That's what I would expect. Alex says, does the 15 have a penalty? I heard they're having issues with pit lane issues. I don't know. Maybe they were speeding in the pit lane. I haven't heard anything on my side. If the 15 has a penalty, I will keep an eye on that as always. So we will see. Okay. Okay, so we have a comment coming in saying that the 15 does have a penalty for unsafe release. Interesting. Okay, hopefully we'll see if that's officially confirmed by the WEC and if there's official confirmation from BMW. But yeah, as of right now, um, that car it could have a penalty. Into the pits comes the 007 Aston Martin Valkyrie as expected. After it's taking its normal stop, it's in 19th currently, followed by the 311 Whelen Cadillac, which is still in the pits. It is not good news for Whelen. Regardless of what's going on, regardless if they get the car back into the pit lane, get the car back into the race, they are still in the pit lane and they are still having issues. This is just heartbreaking for the Whelen engineering crew after such a phenomenal event with the 311 Whelen car. Back up in front, Porsche Penske continues to lead this race in with the number 6 car. Oh, the number 93 is out. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for confirming. I knew that it was down the order, I just didn't know it was out of the race. That's unfortunate. It's been a very difficult race for Peugeot. I have to say it. So we officially have 20 cars in this race, 19 running out on track with the 311 in the pit lane. That's just unfortunate to see the 311 having issues and have the 93 out as well. I wonder why the 93 was out of the race. I know it was struggling with what happened earlier with Paul di Resta. Maybe it was issues from that, but maybe someone can confirm what happened to the 93 Peugeot. I'm hoping that they come back stronger in Brazil, the 9X8 and Peugeot, because number 15 also has electronic issues. Interesting. Okay, keep an eye on that. I will keep an eye on that. But Peugeot with the 9X8 hypercar, the number 93 entry, and the number 94, both struggling in this event. The 93 is now out of the race. I just confirmed it. I just took a look, and yep, it is out. But I'm hoping they come back stronger at Interlagos. As I said, last year it was a pretty good event for the 9X8. It was actually their best event with the new iteration of the car at the time. So I'm hoping that they definitely come back stronger at a track that the 9X8 seems to go well at. Problems for the number 15 BMW. It has some issues. Not only does it have a penalty, it may have some electronic issues. Oh no, this is two issues at the same time in hypercar. 311 down the order and the 15 BMW as well. This would be the second retirement in a row for the BMW number 15 at Le Mans. So the 15, I'm trying to get an update on what is going on with the number 15 BMW, but yeah, it is having a problem. Continuing to lead is the number 6 Porsche Penske Motorsport car. AF Corsa have the yellow AF Corsa 83 entry in second, and the number 8 Toyota continues to be in third for Toyota Gazoo Racing. We are expecting the number 6 Porsche to come into the pit lane in the next 2 or 3 laps. The 311, meanwhile, is still into the pits. We are having a few comments in a lot of you are saying that the number 15 BMW may have to retire, and that is not good news. I'm hearing that there's also issues with the 15 besides the comment section. So this isn't good news for the 15 BMW. And yeah, it's just, I don't understand why BMW has pretty bad luck here at Le Mans. Last year it was just, I mean, they were kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time with Dries Van Toor. That was a crash. This seems to be some sort of technical issue with the BMW. That is unfortunate. But we'll see. Currently, the number 15 car is still in 7th, with the 20 in 9th. Regardless if the 15 is out of this race, the number 20 will still be in it and still have a chance to get a good result. Okay. So, 28 seconds almost 29 seconds is the gap between first and second in this race. The number 6 Porsche leads away. Like I said, it is burning through the energy, and the number 6 Porsche should be coming into the pit lane very shortly. Same with the number 8 Toyota. So it should once again be a 1, 2, 3, 4 Ferrari temporarily until those cars eventually pit as well. It's pretty even between Porsche, Ferrari, and even Toyota right now. All three manufacturers have a very good chance of all taking big results. So the 311 Whelen Cadillac still in the garage. This is horrible news for Whelen Engineering. I fear this could be. Oh, and there is the Whelen Cadillac. No one is working on it. I think this. Oh wait, never mind. They are working on it. They are currently working on the Whelen Cadillac. I think they're trying to get it still in the race. I hope they can get it back. The car is in the garage. It has been there. I think it's been in the pits for 16 minutes. This is bad for the Whelen Cadillac. Oh, it has its lights on. Please tell me it can go back out on track. Judging by the body language, it seems that they're trying to get the car back. Yes, it's back out on track. Yay! Okay, the Whelen Cadillac has returned to the race. Oh wow. Okay. Another thing, 5-second penalty for the number 51 Ferrari. Meanwhile, split yellow flag. 51 Ferrari has a has a 5-second time penalty. While that's that's not going to make a huge difference, it still is a factor. So 51 Ferrari down in P5. Not good news for Ferrari with the 5 seconds added to their stop. They're going to lose that. The 311 Cadillac is back in the race. It's still in the pit lane because it needs to refuel and do a few more things, but thankfully it is officially here. The number 93 Peugeot, even though it's retired, it's somehow in 20th, but I don't know how that happened. So the 311 Cadillac back in the race. I think it's like 2, maybe even 3 laps down though. But never say never, this could completely change. Oh, got a text message, my bad. The 311 Cadillac, while it's completely done, from fighting for the win, it still could be a good chance to finish this race. Oh, the 93 Peugeot is back. Interesting. I just got a comment there. So the 93 Peugeot is back in this race. That is really fascinating. I wonder why. How did they do that? Okay, David has corrected everything. Thank you so much, David. So the 93 is not out of the race. Good news. I thought it would. I didn't see anything about a retirement until something on Instagram where it said the 93 car is out of the race or whatever. And then I was like, oh, dang it. And then we had a few comments here, but it seems the car is actually in the race. So I don't know. 93 is still in the race. What position is the number 77 Ford? I believe that car is, let's see, it's in P15 in LMGT3. Yeah, not doing well for Ford. Mustang are not doing well compared to last year where they got on the podium and in 4th place. So definitely not good news. So all the hypercar entries are running out on track. That's great. Great news. The 93 and the 311 are back out into the race, just multiple laps down. Okay, so everything is fine with the hypercar entries. No issues as of right now. The only issue that we have seen... Oh, okay, and we just got covered... Oh, so hold that thought. We just got issues we just got a confirmation of why the number 51 Ferrari's got a 5-second penalty. It was for forcing another car off the track at the Daytona chicane. So the Daytona chicane had an incident, and the 51 Ferrari has gotten a 5-second time penalty for that incident. So that explains it. A comment coming in saying, do you think Estra will hold the gap long enough to keep first for the night? I don't think so. I think that Ferrari is going to take back the lead with the AF Corsa car. Estra, we're expecting him into the pit lane this lap with the number 6 car. Same goes for the number 8 Toyota. So I expect the number 6 Porsche to come out in third, but they are in a different strategy. The number 6 is actually in contention for the win here. Like, legitimately, they have the pace for it. The strategy has worked out pretty well for Porsche Penske despite a puncture. Come on, Kevin Estra. Let's see what he can do. Let's give... I want to see a fight between Ferrari and Porsche. I'm a Ferrari fan. I'm a Porsche fan. I want to see them fight for the win in good old-school action out on track in this Le Mans 24-hour race. 14 hours, 24 minutes, and yeah, about 14 hours and 24 minutes to go. Dead on, actually. That is still a long way to go. We are nowhere near the halfway point. This could literally be a Grand Prix of Long Beach, or even a Monterey Sports Car Championship race at Laguna Seca and IMSA, and we still wouldn't be halfway done with the event. So, Porsche into the pit lane, I believe now. Yes, the number 6 car is coming into the pits. It's on 0% energy, so that car is coming into the pit lane. That's the race leader into the pits. Number 8 Toyota, we're expecting that car into the pits as well. The number 99 Proton Competition Porsche is also into the pit lane from 11th place on the grid. I'm curious to see what Porsche are going to do. I hope they switch to a camera angle of the 963 into the pit lane. That is the number 6 car, the race leading entry. The 83 AF Corsa Ferrari, the yellow car, has now taken back the lead for Ferrari in the hypercar and overall Le Mans standings. It should be a Ferrari at least 1-2, maybe a 1-2-4. We'll see. The 83 has got ahead of the 6. The 6 is going in for a mandatory stop. So Kubica is now officially in the race lead of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Porsche is refueling, going pretty well right now. This is going well for Porsche. It's a fight. It's a fight between the number 6 and the 83 right now for the win. We'll see. We have a comment coming in saying, what happened to the Ford Mustangs? Just a horrible race. That's the easiest way I can put it. No disrespect to Proton or Ford or anybody involved. It's just been an unlucky race for them. The 88 car was involved in an incident. It's out of the race. The 77 hasn't had pace and it's just been down the order. It's just not been their day today. It's not been Ford's day at all. But hopefully they'll come back stronger in the next one. So the number 6 Porsche, surprisingly, has exited in second. So it's moved ahead of both of the Ferraris. The number 8 Toyota is also in the pit lane. It will come out behind the number 4 Porsche Penske Motorsport 963. How is the BMW prototype doing this year? It's actually doing pretty well. The 15 and the 20 cars are both in the top 10. Much better than last year. Of course, this is the second year for the M Hybrid V8 at Le Mans, and it's doing pretty well. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with BMW. So I'm going to go for another 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take a break from here because I can't stream the entire thing. I lose my voice. So AF Corsa, their number 83 car, in the lead with 30% ERS. Porsche have pretty much the entire ERS. Right now, the strategy is favoring Porsche. Right now, this race is favoring Porsche. But we still have a long way to go. Ferrari could definitely turn this around, and it could really be either or. Even Toyota has a strong chance of winning this race. The number 8 car, that's the entry that has a strong chance of winning. The number 7 is, again, just really nowhere. It's down to 13th at the moment. It will, I believe, move into 12th momentarily once the number 36 Alpine moves down the order because of its pit stop. So that's good. The gap between the number 6 Porsche and the number 83 Ferrari is 43 seconds, 43 seconds. So the 83 will come into the pit lane soon, and the number 6 should take back the lead of Le Mans. So Porsche will lead Le Mans once again. I think it's inevitable unless Ferrari has a pretty good race. And David in the comments said something very critical and something that you should all keep an eye on. He said, "Don't worry, guys. Streaming will return at 6 a.m. in the morning," and that is 100% correct. Streaming will be back with David. He's going to be taking over from me while I hopefully get a little bit of sleep if I can. I want to try and get a little bit of sleep, but I don't know. We'll see how it happens. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was setting up everything, did the starting grid, didn't get proper sleep last night, so I'm definitely a little worn out, but it's all worth it. It's Le Mans week after all. That's what happens. The 83 Ferrari continues to lead the 24 hours of Le Mans. The 50 and the 51 are in third and fourth, and this is relevant to what I'm talking about right now. A question from Andrea who asks, what happened to the Ferraris? It looked like they had better pace. How did the number 6 catch up? Okay, so the 51 had a puncture. From what it seems, they just dropped down the order. The 50 had a drive-through earlier on, so those cars dropped down the order. The only car that hasn't really had any major issue as of right now is the Privateer 83 yellow Ferrari. That car has actually been doing really well. It's in the fight for the win. It's the car that Ferrari have to win this race. It's their number one car. It is legitimately, though, a battle v Porsche v Ferrari. It is Porsche versus Ferrari at Le Mans, just like it was back in the day in 1970 with Ferrari versus Porsche. It's wonderful to see Porsche and Ferrari battling on the top stage once again with their programs. I want to see the number 4 Porsche get involved in this fight as well. Right now it's in 5th, but it still has to pit. So the number 5 Porsche is in P8, so it's kind of catching up through the field. The top 2 Porsches are the number 6 and the number 4, though. The number 4 has Nick Tandy on board. We all know how well he can drive the car. And we'll see if he can get ahead. Right now, he's battling with the BMWs and the number 8 Toyota. So Porsche is really in that battle. The number 12 Cadillac from Hertz Team Jota is also in the fight, so keep an eye on that car as well. Meanwhile, both Valkyries have maintained their race. They are continuing in this 24-hour of Le Mans. It's been a solid weekend for Aston Martin and the Heart of Racing. It's been their best yet in the World Endurance Championship. Love to see it. It is just great. Meanwhile, LMGT3 is led by Porsche and the First Form 92 car. That's the blue entry. That car is leading overall in the LMGT3 standings. I shouldn't say overall. It's not leading overall. It's leading in LMGT3. Panis Racing continues to lead in the LMP2 category. Of course, Panis, Oliver Panis, he is a part of that team, of course, as it says in the name. So Olivier Panis, the winner of the Monaco Grand Prix in 1996 in Formula 1, former F1 driver, of course, with teams like Ligier, and he is here at Le Mans to try and win with the 48 car with VDS Panis Racing. Inter Europe will have a really good shot of winning this race too. Hold on a second. Hold that thought. The 311. Oh, wait, hold on a second. So I had a comment come in saying the 311 had pedal box issues and had to retire, according to one member of the live stream here, but it's possible as well that the live stream might have just stopped. Sometimes the WEC just cuts the live stream. Sometimes that happens, and sometimes it just glitches out and it just doesn't continue. So it's possible the 311 is still in this race. I haven't seen any official retirement from a hypercar entry. So yeah, the 311 is still out on track, not having any issues as of right now. Thank you, David, for officially confirming that. Yeah, the 311 is back out on track. It is still racing in this event. It had issues earlier on. Unfortunately, it is down in 21st, but it is still in this race. It is battling the 93 Peugeot for 20th. And hopefully those two cars can catch back up. But I don't know, still a long way to go. So this is kind of when we get to the point where we kind of see the weirdness of Le Mans. This is like the 1 a.m., the 2 a.m. stuff at Le Mans. We're seeing the teams kind of probably start to get a little tired. This is when we start to see maybe drivers and team members taking just time off to relax. But the thing is that with Le Mans, you can never really relax. You try to, but this is this is just it's how it goes. So Ferrari is into the pits with the number 51 car. They're serving the 5-second time penalty. The 51 has come in. It is, let's see, has it served the penalty? I believe it just did. So now they're doing a full service stop. I think Giovinazzi is still staying in the car. I can't tell. No, actually, they are switching drivers from what it seems. I believe Alessandro Pierguidi might be getting on board the 51. Let's see. I can't tell exactly. Can't tell if the door... Nope, Giovinazzi is staying in the car. Okay, Giovinazzi is still in the car for the 51. Whoa, wait, hold on a second. Did the 51... Wait. MP12... It just... Okay, the WEC just issued the 51, I think, a second 5-second time penalty. I don't know if the 51 if that's just a repeat of what happened earlier, or they legitimately have a second 5-second penalty to their next pit stop. It said that the 51 had a second penalty, but it might just be reiterating what we learned before. So Giovinazzi stays in the car, unlike what I said earlier. The 51 has pit. We are going to see a change for the lead once again. The number 6 Porsche is going to take back the lead for the German manufacturer at Le Mans. And that means Porsche will lead overall and in the LMGT3 category, as the 92 is still in the lead. Meanwhile, we have a battle for P4 between BMW and Porsche. The number 4 Porsche is in 4th, just ahead of the number 15 BMW, which is in 5th. Wait, hold on a second. So Giovinazzi was just instructed to not recover 5 seconds. I believe the 51 has been given a second 5-second time penalty, if I'm not mistaken. Please let me know if you all have confirmation on that. I'm trying to keep an eye on that. But the 51, I believe, has a second 5-second time penalty, which is not good news for the 51 crew. The 50 car is still involved in the fight for the win, but right now, Ferrari's best chance at winning Le Mans is the 83 car. So, let's see. Any change? Right now, we do expect the 83 probably to come in next lap for Ferrari. And in about 10 minutes, just FYI, I'm going to be stopping this particular stream, taking a break, getting some dinner, all that sort of thing. For me, while it's 2 a.m. here at Le Mans, I think it's about 2 a.m., 1 a.m., something like that, it is still daylight. And it's totally different. I'm on the west coast of California, so it's definitely a different time zone compared to Le Mans. So the battle for 4th continues on. Nick Tandy rages on in the number 4 Porsche Penske Motorsport 963. I saw Nick Tandy at Laguna Seca when I visited the event, and he looked confident, and he went on to secure a second place finish for Porsche. So and it just shows that Tandy is a very, very successful and just really good driver. So the number 50 Ferrari is in the pit lane now. So the second factory car has pit. So that's the next pit stop for the number 50 car. Antonio Fuoco is on board the 50. No driver change. Fuel is going into the 499P. Doesn't seem to be any tire switches as well. Okay. So the 51 has been given a second drive-through penalty, just to confirm that. It is dropped to 8th, but a lot of cars still are yet to pit. The 51 is actually dropped behind the number 8 Toyota, though. That's interesting. So it's currently 83 ahead of the 2 Porsche Penske Motorsport cars, the 6 ahead of the 4, and then the number 15 BMW, followed by the number 8 Toyota. So the 50 has exited the pit lane. It will come out in 6th position ahead of its sister car and ahead of the number 51. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on a second. Big penalty for the 51. 20-second stop and go time penalty for the 51 Ferrari. This is massive news. The 51 is heavily affected. Wow, this is big. Now, 5 seconds, we got those before. We got the 5 seconds with the 51 before, but this is a massive stop. This is a stop and go 20-second time penalty. This is not good news for the 51 crew, and this is really going to hurt their race. The 50 car, we had a comment coming in from Andrea who says, do you think number 50 has a chance to win? I definitely think the number 50 car has a chance to win. They have, I think, posted the car in P4. I think the car will be in P4. This is really interesting, though. Both factory Ferraris are encountering issues, though. The 50 car seems to not be doing super well. Plus, it had that drive-through earlier, if I'm not mistaken. So the 50 is now behind the number 8 Toyota. What it's going to be is the number 6 Porsche in the lead, followed by the number 83 Ferrari, followed by the number 8 Toyota GR010. So Toyota is going to be in the podium positions on genuine pace. This is not down to a strategy. Toyota is going to be in the lead. Okay, 83, leader, is in the pit lane. That's the number 83, the yellow car, is in the pits. The 499P is in for a mandatory stop. This isn't an unscheduled stop. Porsche will take back the lead of Le Mans. If Porsche are going to win this race, they have to beat the 83 Ferrari. And I think that this could really be, the 51 and the 50 not winning. I mean, there's a chance they might not win. I think that both cars still have a very good chance. There's at least a 65% chance of them winning. So Kubica is coming in for his stop. They are just about to put the car back in the race. The number 6 Porsche has successfully passed the 83 into the lead of this event. Meanwhile, I believe the number 4 Porsche is also in the pits, maybe. We should expect the number 4 and the number 15 BMW into the pit lane very shortly. So the 83 is back underway. It will come out in 2nd position ahead of the number 4 Porsche, I believe. Unless there's anything that's changed that. Where's the number 4? So the number 4 is actually... Okay, so the 15's actually got ahead of the number 4, I believe. Maybe not. I think the number 4 is in the pit lane. Okay, so the number 4 Porsche Penske is into the pits. I believe the 15 has stayed out. I think it will do one more lap, from what I've heard. What is the gap between the 6 and the 83, though? That's the question. Toyota will come out in 3rd with the 8 car. So it will be Porsche, Ferrari, Toyota, the top 3. That's likely what's going to happen here. The 6 ahead of the 83, ahead of the 8, once the 4 and the 15 come into the pits. The 83 Ferrari is 31 seconds behind the number 6 Porsche. Remember, this car is on a completely different strategy, though, to the 963, and it really depends on strategy now. This is all about strategy. Then again, though, there's a very good chance that this completely changes around. Toyota, BMW, Porsche, Ferrari all have a chance of winning this race. Dries Vanthoor and Robin Freins both have a chance to win in the 15 and the 20. Cadillac have 2 cars in the top 10 as well, the 12 and the 38. This could legitimately be any of the top 5 manufacturers. This could be any of them. The Whelen car has also moved into 20th, by the way. Whoa, wait, hold on a second. I've just heard that the 51 Ferrari has just been given a 20-second stop and go penalty. I need to confirm that, though. I don't know exactly if that's the case. This 51 has been handed so many penalties, though. That's 2 5 seconds, now a 20-second time penalty. It's come in to serve the 20-second right now. And yeah, so the 51 is dropped to 9th behind the number 12 Cadillac. So the 51 is really, really struggling here. If this is Okay, thank you, David. So David just confirmed to me that the WEC is just showing it again. Thank you so much, David. That was confusing for a moment. So the 51 has served all its penalties. That is how it goes. This is where it stands in the race. It's in P8. So it's come out ahead of the number 38 Cadillac, in between both of the Cadillacs, actually. So 51 has really been hurt from this. The number 6 Porsche continues to lead, followed by the 83 AF Corsa Ferrari in second. Then comes the number 4 Porsche Penske Motorsport 963. I'm awaiting the 4 and the 15 to come into the pit lane. Then it's most likely going to be the number 8 Toyota that takes over third place. Let's see, LMGT3 back over to that class. Team WRT is back in the lead with Valentino Rossi's BMW. That's the car that he shares with Emmanuel Harty and Kelvin van der Linde. This day, of course, is number 21 Ferrari is now in second, followed by the 92 Manthey First Form Porsche, and the 2 Lexus entries are in fourth and fifth. By the way, quick update on the pole-sitting LMGT3 car, the 27 Heart of Racing Aston Martin. It's back in the fight for a big position. Wait, hold on a second. We have an off-track moment. That's an LMP2 car off at the Dunlop chicane. I believe that's the Iron Lynx Proton car. It's going slowly, a little bit slowly. I think it's back out on track. It's back fine, but it did go off the track at the Dunlop chicane. So what happened? It just went wide. Oh, we've seen this. Okay, so what happened was I think it's the number 9 car. It just went straight on off the gravel. The driver saved it. Wow. And this is a thing that we've seen all the time. I've seen this so many times at that particular corner at Le Mans, so that's normal. Into the pits comes the number 4 Porsche Penske Motorsport 963 from third on the grid. The number 15 BMW is also in the pits, and as expected, the number 8 Toyota moves into third. Meanwhile, the number 50 Ferrari moves into fourth, with the number 20 BMW from Team WRT likely going into fifth. Let's see, though. The Porsche number 4 car has also just about got enough energy. So far, it's going pretty well. It's done. It's heading back out on track. The 15 BMW is doing the same. These two are racing for position here on pit lane. Oh, dear. Where's the Porsche? Does it get ahead of the BMW? The Porsche does. So the number 4 does get ahead of the 15 BMW. 15 comes in for a medium tire, a new set of medium tires on all 4 sides. So, actually, on both sides. All 4 tires have been changed. That's what I was implying. So here is the order. The number 6 Porsche leads us away in hypercar. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I thought the 15 was going slowly for a moment. It's not. It's just coming out of the pit lane. I thought for a second. The number 6 Porsche leading us away, followed by the number 83 AF Corsa Ferrari. That's the customer car in second. The number 8 Toyota is then completing the top 3. In fourth is the number 50 Ferrari AF Corsa entry, followed by the number 4 Porsche Penske Motorsport 963 in fifth, with the number 20 BMW in sixth, followed by the number 12 Hertz Team Jota Cadillac, which will inevitably switch and drop down the order. Then the number 15 BMW. Then comes the trebled number 51 Ferrari with a 38 Cadillac in ninth, I believe. And then comes the number 5 Porsche Penske Motorsport 963, the car that took over the lead at the very start of this race. Okay, so, well, we have a comment coming in from John who says, first time on here following. Kudos, Jono. What a great job following this. Great job, guy. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much for your support, and welcome to the channel. It's very much appreciated to see all of your support here, everybody. It's been a very, very exciting couple of days, and specifically here at Le Mans for this 24-hour endurance race. So with that, that's pretty much, I think, where I'm going to pause here with the live stream thing. We've been live streaming for nearly, actually, 2 hours now. It's been officially 2 hours for the midnight stint. But we will be back with a watch party. David will be taking over from me in the morning at 6 a.m. That's just in a few hours' time. So we're going to have another live stream very, very shortly. And yeah, that's when I'll be trying to get a little bit of sleep if I can. If you want to catch up on the action, head over to the second live stream that's going on, the live data stream, which has a Cadillac out on screen. So definitely go check that out. But thank you all so much for joining. It has been a fun experience here. It has been such a great time to have you all here. See us at 6 a.m. local time, just in a few hours from now. Join David for his morning recap and what happened during the rest of the nighttime hours. And yeah, we'll see you then. And we'll be also returning for our second watch party report of the 24 Hours of Le Mans once it finishes. But I'm Jonah, the co-creator of the Formula Jonah YouTube channel. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will